What's up, all my fitness junkies? Welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, welcome for the first time. If it's your first time here, I'm Chelsea, the Pilates junkie. And today, everyone will be needing hand weights. So if you have 2 water bottles, you can use that, 2 cans of processed food, anything that's 1 pound, and you have 2 of. You'll need a Theraband, this little stretchy thing. If you don't have a Theraband, you can use a long t-shirt, you can use a rope, you can use a long towel, and if you need, you can use a little towel under your head. Pause here if you need to go grab those items. All right, let's have our hand weights right by our sides on each side because we're going to use those right away. But first, let's pull our knees into our chest and grab onto our shins in our rest position and really pull your knees into your chest so much to where your tailbone almost lifts up, and breathe. Let's place our feet down one at a time, and we're gripping our hand weights already, so go ahead and grab those. Let's have our feet about hip distance apart and our knees about hip distance apart. Gripping our hand weights, we're going to take an inhale breath. As you exhale, you lift your right leg to tabletop and your left arm reaches behind you, stopping at your cheekbone, and then we lower. And again, same side. We lift the leg to tabletop, right leg, and left arm reaches behind you, like someone's pulling your fingertips. And again, we exhale to lift, pulling the abs toward the mat. And then we lower on an inhale breath. And we lift, abs pulling in, belly button to your spine. And we lower. Let's switch to the left side. Exhale, left leg goes to tabletop, right arm reaches behind you, stopping at your cheekbone. And we lift. Opposite leg is still pointing up toward the ceiling or the sky. Let's lower here. And lift. Last one on this side. And we lower. Now we're going to go back to the opposite side, but now we're going to go a little faster switching. So we lift the right leg, and now we lift the left leg, lift the right arm, and switch. Good, everyone. So our legs are just switching into tabletop. Our arms are kind of doing like a little go-go dance. And we're pulling our abs in to stabilize our trunk, which is our back and our pelvis. Our shoulders are pulling away from the ears, so they're not creeping up. And we switch. Don't forget to breathe here. Both legs in tabletop now. Let's hold this. Arms are on the floor, reaching long. Squeezing the legs together, we're holding. Holding. Hand weights are still by our side. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. And now extend your left. We're squeezing the legs together. We're still in tabletop here. Now, grab your hand weights, lift your hands about an inch off the ground, pulling the shoulder away from the ears, and we lift the right leg. We extend the left. If you want, you can shoot your leg in a diagonal. This is a little bit harder. If not, you can stay in tabletop and shoot the leg up towards the sky instead. Now, make sure your tabletop, your hip bones, and your knees are aligned. And if you're feeling anything in your low back, just bring your knees closer to your chest. Extending to the left on an exhale breath. Now, grabbing your hand weights, let's lift the arms up and down. So as you lift the arms up, they're stopping right above your chest. And then we exhale to press down. Let all the air out here. Squeezing the legs together. Abs pulling in and up. And down. Pausing here, lifting the arms still here. I know it burns. Take an inhale breath. Lift the head, lift the chest. Looking at the belly, we're going to start pumping the arms for hundreds with weights in the hands. So you inhale for 5 and you exhale for 5. And we're breathing, squeezing the legs together. Drop those shoulders away from the ears. Pumping the arms up and down like you're patting water. Pause here, take an inhale breath, and exhale, arms go up towards the sky. you roll down and knees into the chest. Beautiful work, everyone. I know that is a lot of work already, so we're taking a small break. We only did 5 sets of our hundreds. We're supposed to do 10, so we're going to get straight into that. Our hand weights are right by our side. Grab those. Take an inhale breath. Exhale your right leg to tabletop, then your left. Grab your hand weights. Lift the head, lift the chest on an exhale breath. Arms go up with the hand weights in the hands. And we start pumping here. So we inhale for 5, and we exhale for 5. The head should be lifted here. We're looking at the belly. Abs are pulling in and up. We're squeezing the legs together. And we're still pumping here. Make sure you're not flopping your wrists up and down. And we're almost done. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Pause. Roll down. And place your hand weights on the floor and grab your knees into your chest. Good, we're done with hundreds. Woo, I know that's a lot. Changing it up with the hand weights changes the exercise so much, right? So let's place our feet on the floor. We'll have our feet and our knees about hip distance apart because we're going to get into some chest lift with the weights in the hands. Our hands will be up towards the sky with the weights in the hands, but first let's check our form. We have a low space below the low back. Below the neck, our shoulders are away from the ears. We have a nice open collarbone. Our abs are pulling down into our mat. And let's take our hands, and our weights are in our hands. Arms go straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale first, and as you exhale, lift the chest, lift the head. Keep that low space below the low back. Inhale, and we exhale to roll down. And again. So weights are in the hands, we have long arms. We lift the head, lift the chest. Our palms go down towards our hips. We hold, and we roll back down. And we lift, abs pulling in and up. We keep the low space below the low back. Do not tuck your tail. Shoulders away from the ears as we roll back down, arms go up. And again, we exhale to lift. Really scoop those abdominals in and up. And we roll back down. On our next one, let's lift the head, lift the chest, and stay lifted here. Holding here, abs in. Give me 8 little pulses towards your knees. So 8, 7, like little crunches. 6, 5, abs in. 4, 3, shoulders down. 2, 1, stay lifted here. Arms go out to a T for 7. 6, abs in. 5, looking at the belly the whole time. 4, I know those weights are heavy. 2, and 1. Good. Pause. Inhale first. Then we exhale. Arms roll up toward the ceiling. Woo. Rest your hands for a moment. Rest those weights on the floor. If your weight's nearby, we'll be using them in a second. But let's have our arms long by our side, palms facing down. Our feet and knees are about hip distance apart. Take an inhale breath. As we exhale, you tilt the pelvis back, and now you lift your booty or your hips toward the sky. Take an inhale breath at the top. We exhale, starting from the top of the spine. You melt your spine into the mat, one bone at a time. Your tailbone hits last. And let's do that again. We take an inhale breath first. We exhale your abs, tilt your pelvis back to imprint the low back into the mat. And then we lift. We hold. Inhale first. Tuck that tail as we melt our spine into our mat, one bone at a time. Tailbone hits last. Let's do one more. We exhale to tilt the pelvis back and print the low back. Now as you lift, the back of the legs are engaging, the glutes are engaging. We hold. Check your form here. Make sure you're squeezing that imaginary ball with the knees. We inhale first and exhale to melt down. Now we're going to add some arm movement. So grab your weights, grip those weights. Take an inhale breath here. We exhale to tilt the pelvis back and print the low back first, and then we lift the spine off the mat. lift the hands one at a time, inch off the ground. Now, holding here, arms go out to a T and then they press back towards the hips. So arms go out to a T and they press back towards the hips. And keep going with those weights in the hands. We're tucking our tail, our abs are pulling in and up. I like to inhale out and exhale to squeeze towards my hips. Ooh, I'm burning right here. Inhale, place the hands on the floor, and now we melt the spine all the way down. Waistband hits first, and then your tailbone hits last. Let's do that again. Different arm movement though. So inhale first, parallel feet, imprint the low back as we now lift the booty up toward the ceiling. Don't lift too high to where your ribs are flaring out. So if they are, drop down a little bit. Lift your hands 1 inch off the ground. Now this time arms go up above the chest and now they press down towards your hips. And they go up and we press down. So again, tuck your tail. We're squeezing our abs in and up. Our shoulders are implanted into the ground. And up and down. Hold here. Inhale to place the hands on the ground. And now we exhale to melt each bone of the spine into the mat, one bone at a time. Yeah, good job. Let's extend the legs long out in front of us. And then let's bring them back to hook line, just so we can get a little stretch. It gets a little hamstringy, right? So same position that we had before. Take an inhale breath. Weights are still in hand. We exhale to lift. Lift the hands off the ground one more time. Now this time, alternate arms. So left arm goes up, right arm goes down towards the hip, and we switch. And switch. So just like the beginning of class when we were doing alternate leg lift and arm lifts here. And we're squeezing the abs. We're tucking our tail. And switch. And switch. Arm goes down, both arms by the hips. And now we inhale to place the arms down, hands down. And exhale, we melt each bone of the spine into the mat, one bone at a time. Extend your legs long on the floor. Glue them together like you have one leg. Keep your weights in your hands. Now let's point our toes. So we have a low space below the low back, below our neck. Weights in hands, arms go straight up above our chest. We'll do a half roll up. Inhale first. We exhale to lift the head, lift the chest, looking at the belly. Arms are long. Inhale first. We exhale to roll back down. Nice, slow, and controlled. So again, keeping the legs glued together, toes are pointed. We lift the head, lift the chest, looking at the belly. Abs pull in and up. We inhale first at the top. Now, when you engage your abs on your exhale, engage first and then roll back down towards your mat. And again, we lift the head, we lift the chest. Look at that belly, see those abs squeezing in and up. We inhale first and we exhale down. One more like this. Inhale first, we exhale two. Lift the head, lift the chest, squeeze your legs together, keep those feet pointed, draw those shoulders down your back, and then we roll back down. Now on this next one, we're going to lift the head, lift the chest, and stay lifted here. So we exhale to lift, abs pulling in and up. Pause here. Now just like before, give me 8 little crunches toward your feet. 7, 6, arms long, they're lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale first, and then we roll back down. Good. Let your arms go all the way behind you. You can even arch your back. You can drop your weights to the side or keep them in your hands if they give you a deeper stretch. You can relax your toes and wiggle them out. Now, bring your knees into your chest and rock up to sit. Alrighty. Grab your hand weights because we are going to get into some arm work. Oh yeah. I hope you're ready for this because I was definitely burning during this part of the video. Now you can sit with your legs crisscross or you can sit with your legs in a diamond shape. Up to you, whatever you feel comfortable in. We're going to sit right on our sits bones. We're sitting up nice and tall. Glue your elbows to your side with your palms facing up. And your elbows are like on the seam of your shirt, so they're a little bit forward. We're going to take an inhale breath, and as we exhale, our arms open out to the side. Keep your elbows glued to your side. Don't let them lift away from it. And we exhale, the arms go out. We're holding our weights. And we exhale to rotate in the shoulder socket here. And we come back to center. Now, as we come back to center, make sure your your hands don't touch. They're as wide as your waist here. Exhale out. Let's pause here. Inhale. We exhale to extend our arms out to the letter T, and then we drop them back down. And we extend our arms to the letter T, and then we pull them back into our hips, or our waist, excuse me. Good. And as we're doing this, make sure that your shoulders don't raise up toward your ears. Pull them down your back. Abs are still pulling in and up to keep us nice and stable. Let's pause here. Turn your palms towards me and give me little circles in one direction of your choice, as big as a dinner plate. So I really want to see you lift your arms. Lift and lift in your circle. Good. And reverse your circle and lift. Beautiful. You should be burning here. These weights are no joke. Even if it's just 1 pound, right? Pause here. Now give me little pulses up toward the ceiling. So pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. Keep going. I know you're burning here because I am. Abs are pulling in and up. Shoulders are down. Don't forget to breathe. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Hold it. Palms face up, and we draw our arms back into our sides, and we relax for 1 moment. Go ahead and shake it out. Ooh, I got something in my mouth. What is that? Hair. Ugh. All right. I'm going to turn onto my side so you can see the movement from a different angle. Weights are still in hand. We're sitting up nice and tall. As you can see, my back is straight here. My arms are going to go out in front of me. Now, just because our arms are in front of us, don't let your shoulders pull forward. Pull them back and around. Arms are long in front. And now we just bicep curl. Keeping your elbow aligned with your shoulder. So we exhale to bicep curl. And we come back to long arms. Keep your arms lifted here. Beautiful, everyone. Abs pulling in and up. Shoulders are down. And again, let's now bicep curl the left arm only. Extend it out. Now bicep curl the right arm only and extend it out. And now the left arm. Ooh, I know I'm burning right here. And the right. Beautiful form, everyone. Couple more. Abs pulling in. Working those arms here. You got this. Arms come in. Relax. Shake it out for 1 moment. We're going to do an offering now. So, weights are still in hands. Our palms are facing up. And they go back towards our hips. So you should look like you have little chicken wings. Or you have like a little triangle behind you. Shoulders down. They like to creep up on this exercise. We inhale. And as we exhale, we shoot our arms out on a diagonal. Weights in hands. And then we pull them back into our little chicken wing arms. And then we offer. So on a diagonal, offer everything you got out to the imaginary person in front of you. And you pull them back. Beautiful, everyone. Keep those shoulders down. So pull them down your back. They like to creep up here when we extend our arms long. So this time, extend them out, pause, now bring them out to a T with the arms, bring them back to center, and then back to our little chicken wing arms. So extend the arms out. We go out to the letter T. We come back to center, abs still in. We pull them back to our chicken wings or our little grasshopper legs, whatever you like. Beautiful. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Nice flow here. Woo, and relax. I'm going to turn towards you guys. Ugh, I just got bit by a mosquito. I don't know where you guys live, but I live in California and it rained and now it's hot and now they're all attacking me. But okay, let's put our hands in a little triangle right on our forehead. Our elbows are about slightly wide. They're not super wide, so draw them in. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, extend your right arm out, bring it back towards your forehead. Extend your left arm out, bring it back towards your forehead. Good, and we're just switching, alternating here. This is called salute. And you are going to be feeling this in any moment now. And again, shoulders like to creep up here, so draw them down. Now, let's bring both arms out. So glue your thumbs together and your fingertips together and press out on an exhale breath and inhale, draw your triangle back into your forehead. Abs are pulling in and up. They're keeping us nice and stable here. Woo! Arms go out to the side and relax. Shake it out. Let's do a spine twist super quick. So just twist to one side, then the other. Just release a little bit. We are now going to do spine stretch forward. This one's a lot of motion and a lot of thought process, so if you're not getting it right away, that's okay. Let's have our legs out in front of us, about hip distance apart with the legs. Flex your feet like you're standing on the floor, so toes towards you. Take your arms and your hands. They go long out in front of you, palms facing in. Now, you can have your weights in your hand if you'd like for this exercise, if you want to challenge yourself some more. Exhale, head goes down first. Then, like someone's pulling your fingertips and someone's pulling your waistband backward, that's the motion that you want to have. You inhale, and then you stack your spine up an imaginary wall behind you. So you exhale, your arms like as if they're getting pulled forward, and your waistband's getting pulled backwards. You kind of look like the letter C. You exhale and inhale to roll up. So exhale, head drops first. Arms get pulled forward. As you inhale, you stack your spine, one bone at a time, and head comes up last. And you exhale, head drops forward. Plug those shoulders in as you inhale, and you stack your spine up an imaginary wall behind you. And again, exhale to pull forward, and you inhale to stack the spine. Woo! If you had weights in your hands for that exercise, I know that you're feeling it just as much as I am. Alrighty. Ugh, you guys, I think I got like 4 mosquito bites today. So, let's do some spine twist. You can have the weights in your hands. If you do choose to have the weights in your hands, have your palms facing up. If not, have your palms facing your feet. Flex your feet like you're standing on the floor. If you can't sit up tall, bend your knees slightly. On your exhale breath, I want you to twist to your left and inhale back to center. And now we twist to the opposite side. Arms stay long. So as you're twisting from side to side, make sure your arms aren't moving forward. They're staying in the same spot the entire time. So like as if they're frozen. And we twist. Let all the air out of your lungs. And we inhale forward. Now, your lower half is completely stable, so don't shift in your feet, in your legs. Check that out. Keep your feet flexed. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. Beautiful. and we twist. Let's pause here. Let's give me 8 pulses here. For 6, 5, 4, we're twisting, 2, 1, we come forward, inhale. Now we pulse to the opposite side. So 8, 7, 6, keep that lower half stable, 2, 1, inhale forward and relax. That one was intense. So now let's lay on our back, but let's have our forearms on the mat. So palms facing down with the forearms on the mat. And let's make sure we're not sinking into our shoulders. So really pull yourself up and out of them. Squeeze the legs together like you have one leg. Let's flex our right foot and point our left. And now take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, lift your left leg up and lower it to a hover. And we lift on an exhale breath and we lower it to a hover. Again, abs are pulling in here. Make sure you're not lifting so much to where you're starting to curve in the back. You want to stay nice and stable the entire time in the upper body. And we lift and lower. Point that toe, flex the opposite one. Now let's switch sides. Flex your left foot and point your right toes and lift and lower. So knees should be pointing up toward the sky. And we lift and we lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Abs are pulling in and up. Beautiful work. Go ahead and relax for one moment. Taking a small break. If you need to come up off of your forearms, go ahead. And we're going to go right back onto them. So let's go onto our forearms. Our palms are facing down. Glue the legs together like you have one leg. Point the toes and the feet. And now we're going to alternate legs this time lifting. So we lift our left leg and we lower it all the way. We lift the right and we lower it all the way. And left and right. Our abs are pulling in and up. Again, don't lift so much to where you start flexing in the spine. You want to keep a nice stable upper body the entire time. Again, pull yourself out of your shoulders. Left and right. And now lift the right and hold. Give me little circles with the right leg. As big as a beach ball. And you are going to feel this one. So, keep going. Let's reverse the circle. And lift. I want to see your leg lift. Beautiful work. Almost done. Don't forget to breathe. And pause. And next leg. So, left leg hovers. And we circle with this leg. And we're circling. This is for an 8 count. Might feel a little bit longer because it's burning, right? And we reverse our circle. Reverse. Beautiful work. Make sure you're not rocking in your hips so much. If you are, engage your abs more. Almost done. Home stretch. And relax your left leg. Shake it out for 1 sec. Alrighty, let's flex our feet now. Still on our forearms. Left leg lifts. Now, let's extend our leg out to the side and squeeze it back in. So we push out to the side and we squeeze it back to center. Working our abductors and our adductors, our inner thighs and our outer thighs. Beautiful. Keep going with me. Flex those feet like you're standing on the floor. Abs are in. Pause here. Give me 8 little pulses out to your side. Pulse, 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 pulse. Back to center and you relax. Woo! Check your form. Abs are in. Let's go to the other side. Flex your feet. Right leg up. And we press out to the side and come back to center. Abs are pulling in. You're pulling yourself up out of your shoulders the entire time. out, and in. I like to inhale out and exhale in. But as long as you're breathing, you're okay. Let's pause on the next one. And 8 little pulses. Out, out, flex those feet. Out, 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 out. Pulsing back to center. And we relax. Beautiful, everyone. Go onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. That is intense, so good job. We are now going to stretch. So we are doing a stretch series, so grab your little Theraband if you have one. If you don't, you have a towel or a shirt or a rope. Grab that because this part is going to feel good. It might feel a little intense. Just breathe through it. So go ahead and lay down on your mat. Your right leg just is going to extend long across the mat. And then take your left foot and put it in your item of choice. I'm not sure what everyone has. And we're going to take our elbows and squeeze them towards our rib cage. Elbows on the ground. And now flex your left foot and pull your foot toward you. And breathe. We're stretching hamstrings right now. Now if you want a deeper stretch, grab higher up on your item of choice. If you want not so intense stretch, just grab a little bit lower. And take deep inhales and deep exhales. And breathing here. Alrighty, take your band and place it into your left hand only. Drop your foot out to the side, your left side. And breathe here. Flexing our foot like we're standing on the floor. Opposite leg is just chilling there, like a noodle or something. Just hanging out. And breathe. Alrighty, now take your band in your right hand. Left arm can go out to like a letter T, palm facing up. And now we're stretching our IT band. And we're breathing here. This is supposed to feel good. When you're ready, let's take our band up, back to the top. One more hamstring pull, really quick, and switch legs. So, right foot's in, left leg is long now, chilling on the side. Relaxing your left leg completely. And flex your right foot. You're pulling your band or whatever you have. And you're flexing your foot, toes towards you. And breathe here. I'm not super flexible, so I'm trying to get there. And I know everyone else is too. If you're already flexible, I envy you. And breathe. Relax in the shoulders. They like to creep up. Take your right hand, grab the band or whatever you have, and drop your leg out to the right. Inner thigh stretch here. My dog just would not be quiet today. I'm trying to like record here, and she's like coughing and stuff. So sorry about that. P.S. I love dogs. So if you do too, comment what dog you have. I love dogs. I love all animals. Your opposite arm can be out to the letter T. And now grab the band or whatever you have with your left hand. Right arm goes out to the side like a letter T. And you drop your foot toward the left. IT band stretch. This one's pretty intense for a lot of people. So just breathe through it. And we're coming to our home stretch, everyone. So I just want to thank everyone for joining me today on our mats. I hope you enjoyed this series. I had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun recording it. It took me forever, but you know, I love doing it for everybody. I love teaching what I know because it is my passion. Please join me next time on my mat, on your mat. Comment what you liked below. Comment what kind of dog you have. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any episodes or content. I'll see you guys later. Great job.